Hi guys! It's been a while, but Mr. C is back with us, Mr. Clay Boutique. Thought we'd do a quick fun video, and this is a fun video. If you don't have a sense of humour, don't watch. But I did a little poll in my group asking what people would like him to make, and they all chose, well, not all of them, but the highest vote went to Makume Gane. So that's what we're going to do. So we've rolled out some translucent clay and cut them into equal size squares, and these are rolled onto a number 4 on my Atlas 150 pasta machine, 0 being the thickest setting. We've also rolled out, well, I also rolled out some thin black clay rolled onto a number 8, and also some purple. Now Mr. C is going to choose which colour he wants to go with at the end, so they're just going to be left to one side for the minute. And we're going to do the Makume Gane with some alcohol inks. Now I'm using he's using the Picasso alcohol inks. Link for those are in my Amazon storefront in the description. And we're going with manganese blue, turquoise, navy blue, emerald green and blue green. We might not use all of those colours, but we wanted to go with a bluey green kind of theme. So there's those. We've also got some smallish circle cutters, like so, and a couple of wavy blades. Again, not all of these tools will necessarily be used. We'll see how we go along. Mr. C can decide what he wants to use. You'll need a blade and a roller. And Mr. C went on a hunt for some of his tools that he'd like to use to make the impressions in the clay. So no idea what these are called. Mr. C, what's this? Pick. Well, that's obviously a screw. It's got a cool little pattern there, and obviously there as well. A drill bit. Don't know what that is.
Ladyfoot.
A what?
A ladyfoot.
A ladyfoot. And what do you use that for?
Prying.
Prying?
Yeah.
And whatever this is, what's this?
Screwdriver.
Oh, this is a screwdriver. Okay. And then he also chose this. I don't know what that is either.
Socket.
A socket. He uses all these tools in his job, so I thought we'd incorporate what he does in his job with my job. Alright, let's get started then. Oh, babe, I forgot that you also need a paintbrush, guys. Did it like that. Alright, first thing first then. Now we've got 8 squares of clay and we've got 5 colours. Now you pick which colours you want to use. So pick the first colour you want to use. So the emerald green, open it up, drop a little bit on the paintbrush, a little bit, and try not to get it over all the other pieces, and brush it onto one of the squares. Might need a little bit more. It's a bit dry. Why don't you hold it with this hand? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a disaster. Okay, so brush it on. Grab the wet wipes and the alcohol because you need to clean this off after every use. Put the wet wipe there. Put the brush on top. Okay, now pick your other colour. You don't have to give it to me, just choose which colour you want. Okay, yeah, that might be easier for you. The reason I don't do that though is because it tends to leave a dark spot. Like, can you see that little dark spot now? But it's fine. Let's go with 2 of those, so do another square in that colour. Make sure it's completely covered. Okay, very nice. Okay, let's just move these out of the way a little bit. Now pick your next colour. So all he's doing, guys, is obviously just dropping some ink onto the square of clay and brushing it on. Okay. I'll put the lids back on. I don't want to knock it over. Where did the lid for this one go?
Down here somewhere.
Yeah, we'll get it later. Oh dear. Okay, next colour then. We've got 4 squares left, so you're going to probably have to do two of each of those colours then, which is fine. So there's no particular recipe, guys. It's just, you know, deciding which colours he wants. And just, oh, that one's not been opened yet. Do this one first. Excuse me, babe, I just need to grab something pokey. I don't think that will work. Can you see my pokey tools up there?
Or that.
Ow! I just stabbed myself. No, I need my pokey tool. Excuse me, guys, for a second. Alright, now that's open, so you can now use that colour, and I just sprayed it all over my fingers. Okay, guys, so once you've painted on your alcohol ink, try not to get it all over your fingers like I just did. I'm just going to move these out of the way, babe, just so they can dry. We need to wipe that mess off. So you need to let these squares thoroughly dry. Okay. So I'm just moving them out of the way because we also need to clean the desk down, the tile down. Oh dear. Okay, that's good enough. Could you pass me the ink, please? Clean my fingers off a bit. No, not I meant alcohol. Alright, this might take a few minutes to dry, guys, so I am going to just shut the camera off for a quick minute and we'll be back. Okay, guys, we're back, and they're all dry.
No, you're not. Oh, yeah, you are. Okay.
Yeah, I am. Okay. He's telling me I wasn't recording, but I was. Alright, okay, babe. Bring over your squares in the middle so everybody can see them, and you're just going to start layering them up one by one. But you're also, and I think we forgot to mention, you're also going to need some metal leaf. So we're going with silver. So randomly, it doesn't have to be on every single square, just put a little bit of silver leaf and press it down nice. And just keep layering up like so. Try and cover the whole piece with it, not just a little bit though. Okay, it's good enough. So just layer up the stack however you see fit. You don't have to use these colours, obviously. That's just the colours we're using. And then randomly just throw in some metal leaf. You don't have to use silver either. You could use gold, copper, whatever colours you've got. But I think silver and bluey greens look really nice together. Right, just let me get that out of the way before it floats everywhere. Oh, that was dirt. What the heck did I do that for? It's stuck to the tile now. Oh dear. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay, just put it on there. That was a dirt moment, that's for sure. Okay, yeah, you can just slap some of that on there. Good idea. Good idea. Alright, now just give your block a little, you know, a little squash, a little squeeze, just to make sure everything's all nicely stuck together. Pick it up. He's so annoying. A little squeeze like this. Just want to make sure it's all stuck together before you get your roller. So make sure your block's all nicely stuck together, guys, and now we want to roll it out a little bit thinner going lengthways. Flip it over to the other side so it catches up with itself from the back. Okay, now take it and cut it in half. This way, not that way, this way. I left a blade there. And then restack. Excuse me, I think I just burped. I actually think I just burped, guys. It wasn't on purpose. Babe! That was on purpose. Okay. Now, same thing, just give it a little squish and a little squash, or a little roll, whichever you fancy. Yeah, good job. Just turn it over to make sure it catches up. And roll it out a little bit thinner, because this is where we're going to start putting the impressions into the clay, so you don't want it too thick. Not for this style anyway. Let me see. Okay, I think that's enough. Alright, so once you've got your block rolled out like this, you're going to want to top it with a darker colour, a darker contrasting colour, and it doesn't have to be black. And I've also rolled out purple, so which would you like to go with? The black. Okay, so just lay that on top of the clay and remove the excess. You need to cut round the shape. Doesn't have to be perfect. Place it back on the tile, give it another quick roll, so make sure everything's all stuck together. Okay. Now this is where the fun bit happens. You need to get all your little tools that you collected, including the circle ones. I do want you to use those. I was thinking try and make it look like a little bit of a flower. So maybe do the bigger one first, yeah. And then smaller and smaller in the middle.
All the way through?
You can, and if it pulls out, which it didn't, you can always put it back in. There we go, cool. Right, so we've got a little circle pattern going on. Now what do you want to do next? Ooh, pretty cool. So you're just taking any kind of implement like Mr. C did. You need to press a bit deeper than that though. Don't drag. Let me show you. Kind of get it in there and then wiggle it down a little bit. You kind of didn't go all the way through on that one, so I'll just push that in. I was hoping you'd do this actually. Give some little squares, not rectangles. Screwdriver, screw, drill bit. Anything else? That looks nice, do another one. Okay. Let's put a bit of wavy in it as well. Alright, so you just keep doing that until you're happy with your pattern. Do you want to do anything else?
No.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. Right, grab your roller again. And just a gentle roll. Gentle. Just to close it back up a little bit. Oh, do you know what I forgot to do?
What?
I forgot to roll out backing clay. So while you're doing that... No, it needs to be translucent.
Oh. We'll
go off camera and do it. So just roll your piece back together. It doesn't have to be completely closed, just a little bit, just to make sure everything's nicely compressed. And I'm going to try and get this ink off my finger, and I'm going to roll out some backing clay because I forgot. Alright guys, we're back, and there's Mr. C's little Makume stack, and I've rolled out some translucent clay. I've rolled this onto a number 2, 0 being the thickest setting on my pasta machine. Alright, so now what I want you to do is get your blade. Now, when you're shaving pieces off, because I don't want you to take... Normally when you do a Makume, you can do it in a thicker stack and you just take slices like that. This was shaving slices off. You can do the whole way down if you want to, or you can just do little sections, but you've got to try and keep it fairly thin. And it's better to hold it more here than on the edges because you get more control if you hold it further in the blade. So just start to take some, as thin as you can, slices. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Oh, guys, look at that. I love that. I love that. Just get rid of this chunky bit up here. And then you're just going to place it on the clay. Now try and do some littler pieces. Just shave off little pieces. Okay. Just place it on the clay wherever you want.
Right here works.
Okay, but you haven't got it all on there. Let me just do something, babe, because I think this will just work as a pendant on its own because it is one piece. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So we'll just put that to one side and we'll just stack up thinner pieces on this bit, okay? That's really nice though. Yeah, check which side you like the best because you can flip it over.
This one went too thick.
It doesn't matter. So decide which side you like and then place it down, okay? Yep. That's really nice. Try and get some off here. This is a bit thick here still. It's not easy getting thin slices if you've never done it before, so you're doing a good job. Try not to screw it up as you're putting it down. You kind of folded that in half, look. Now you've got a piece of black running through it. Okay. Alright, let me just get some of this thickness out of the way. And I think that's good for that. And this looks cool on its own. So you can do it one of two ways. You can do bigger slices like you did in this first one, and that can be a whole pendant all on its own, or you can do little pieces like that. I'm kind of liking this. I could just take a bit of that thickness off, I guess. Just fill up that bit there. Get rid of some of that. And I think this would be nice just as a piece all on its own. What do you think?
Sure.
Alright, so we've got our little pieces stacked up on there. Now you just need your roller again. Give it a good roll. And try and keep it as level as you can. And I've got these little sticks that help for that if you want to use those. So trying to get this as smooth as possible. You might need to burnish it, babe. And burnish is when you get a piece of paper like this, put it on top, and then you can use something like this, which is what I use to burnish, and just press and do firm circular motions like that, and you'll start to feel it get smoother. And this is called a steel soap. Again, that's linked in my Amazon storefront in the description. Let me just feel. Okay, let's just feel again. Just level it out a bit. Now that feels smooth, but it's not that level, so just roll it out so it's the same thickness all the way through. Or you could put it through the pasta machine if you wanted to make sure it's, you know, completely level, but we won't do that. This is fine. Okay. Alright, so we've got our slab. Now it's time to cut out our pieces. So I've got these shapes. These are all from Oh Joy Creations. And these particular shapes, she custom made them for me, and you can find them on her website under the Clay Boutique section. I will leave a link for that. So get your acrylic block.
My favorite part.
Your favourite part. And Mr. C is choosing what he likes the look of before he cuts. You've watched me too many times. It's like you know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you're happy with that, cut it. I don't know why that always makes me giggle still. I'm still waiting for you to like slam your fist down like in the other one, like in the other video. Now, before you pull it out, I always like to say, give it a bit of a wiggle, and it just makes sure it's to make sure it's cut all the way through. Can you see it's starting to move?
Mm-hmm.
So now you know it is. So remove the cutter. Okay. Now pick another shape. I don't know if you're going to fit that one on now. Well, you might do, just without cutting the other one, of course. Okay. Mr. C's giving it a wiggle. Right, that's not going to fit there now, so we could either do another one or pick a smaller cutter from up there. Doesn't have to be the same one. See if you can get two. Would you get two of those to make an earring, maybe? Earrings, maybe? No, probably not. Yeah, I'll just go with this one. That'll fit. Alright, so that's the slab cut out, so you just need to lift up the excess. They look really nice. Do you think you can manage to pick them up with the blade without cutting through them? Just kind of jiggle your blade underneath to lift them.
Don't look all worried.
I was scared. Jiggle it. Jiggle it. Yep, that's better. These are really nice. I'm impressed. I am actually impressed. I'm not just saying that because you're my hubby. Don't you think he's so good for doing this, guys? He's such a good sport. Guys, I'm impressed. This is Mr. C's Makume Gane. They look really nice. Alright, so that one whole piece that you cut out, we can just make that into one pendant, and we've still got this one, but we won't use that on camera. Huh?
Are we going to burnish this?
Yeah, you need to do the same thing again. Give it a roll first. So just so you know, guys, there is another piece left that we can use for something. Okay. Is that level?
No.
Oh, sorry, I'm interfering. Don't have to be quite so brutal with it, because the harder you press, the more you're stretching it. Okay, let me just... I swear this desk is on a slope. Everything rolls towards me.
It was level when I made it.
It's not anymore. I'm just going to check this, babe, just so it's... make sure it's level. Alright, just grab a piece of paper and just give it a very gentle burnish because it doesn't need that much. It's already pretty smooth. Okay, that's good. Now, what do you want to do with this? You can make it into one big pendant or you could do earrings. What would you prefer?
One big.
One big. Ooh. That looks almost like a geode.
Block.
Okay. Very nice. Alright guys, so there are his pieces. I'm very impressed. They look really nice. We'll see what they look like when they've been baked. Oh dear, I wasn't expecting that. Where'd you get that from?
I had that for years.
What is it?
An easy button.
Yeah, but what does it do?
You press and goes.
Oh, it says something. I couldn't hear anything. Alright guys, so there you go. Mr. C has done some beautiful Mukume Gani pieces. Now, I just want you to do one more thing before we go, because I just noticed, and it's probably me, not you, that's got a few fingerprints on there. So get a wet wipe and some isopropyl alcohol, which I can never say properly, and just give them a gentle wipe just to remove any fingerprints rather. Very nice. Very nice. Alright guys, so these are going to go and get baked. Once they're out of the oven, I think I'll just resin them. I'm not going to let Mr. C do the resin unless you want to.
No.
No? Alright, they'll get baked and I'll resin them and we'll be back. Okay guys, we're back. And we baked the pieces. I did resin them. Mr. C didn't feel like he wanted to do that. But if you just want to show the first couple of pieces, I've not done anything with them other than sandy edges and resin the fronts. The backs will also need doing. I do have a video that shows how I do that, and I'll leave a link for that. So there, those pieces. Aren't they gorgeous? But look at this pendant, guys. OMG. And I did finish this one. Gorgeous. And then here comes the other one that he did, and I OMG love this one as well. So there you go guys, Mukume Gani, instructed by Mrs. C, played out by Mr. C, and we've got some beautiful pieces. I'm very impressed. But that's all for today guys, so thanks for watching and I'll catch you later. Bye.